Yeah, I can see that. She's like a sports card, except like.
Alright. So if you're going straight north, boys, hush. It's 0 degrees. If you're going east, it's 90 degrees. If you're going south, it's 180 degree. They say it's like a 180 degree heading. If you're going west,
It's also 90 degrees.
no.
It's 270.
270. Alright, you guys should know these. It's kind of like the unit circle thing, just, you know.
Rotating.
On a unit circle, it's 0 degrees here and then 90. But yeah. So 0 degrees north, 90 degrees east, 180 south, 270 west. If only that were all there was to it, but that's not quite all. Okay, on 362, I put like 1 through 10, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll get to
That
like
seems
80.
like
Okay,
seems like a
so
lot of work.
well, these questions I think only have one answer, unlike most of the homework we do.
What if I
Also,
Actually, that's not true. Some of them have 2 answers.
Are you doing the evens with this?
Maybe.
What page is
Number 1, page 362.
Did you try turning it on?
Okay, so
What
we're
time?
we're supposed to draw a 70-degree heading. Where would 70 degrees be at?
Between
top
the
right.
Okay, that was very vague. This is 90, so it's like 7/9 of that, so about right like that.
360 what?
Northeast.
Your face is north.
Well, yeah, it's,
Oh, 360 what?
Boomer.
we're supposed to draw a 7. It's number 1. We're supposed to draw a
Which page?
362, a 70-degree heading. That's it.
So we just make it up.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be ballpark, right? It doesn't have to be perfect.
But it can't be like in the second part.
Yeah. Or if it's closer to the 0 degrees than it is to 90, I would count that wrong. Number 3.
What was
Wait,
that? What was
We
number
just
1?
drew.
Draw a diagram.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Okay, where is 340 degrees at?
It's close to 360.
Which is close to
360.
0.
Just left of the axis.
just left of north. So, about like, that's probably a little too northy, but northy.
What is it?
That would be 340.
Give or take.
I like this math.
Drew, rule number 1.
You just jinxed it. Drew.
Rule number freaking 1. Dude. 1 and 3. Oh, this is easy.
That guarantees the end of the assignment's gonna be hard.
This is too hard. Can you go back and explain that again?
Too late, you already jinxed it. Number 5.
Wait, so how'd you get 5?
No comment. Ship
Okay, that
A.
was
Okay, this is where it gets a little more thinky. Ships A sights B. Okay, this will be my A. Ship A sights B on a compass bearing of 80 degrees. So if A looks at B and it's an 80-degree angle, where should I put B at?
A little bit to the right, but a little bit raised.
A little bit up. That's about 80 degrees, right?
Yeah. Just about 80 degrees.
Okay. If this is the part that usually, if I draw a north-south line through that point A, that ship A, this is an 80-degree angle right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the north-south lines are kind of the key here. Or maybe sometimes I might draw an east-west line also. Let's keep reading here. It says, make a sketch and give the compass bearing of ship A from ship B. So A looking at B is an 80-degree heading. So they're asking if we're at ship B and looking at A, what's that heading?
110.
Basically this angle right here.
Oh, okay. So it would be
260.
Okay, here's one way to think about it. There's a few ways to think about it. If this is 80, what does this angle have to be?
80.
Okay, why is it 80?
Because they're parallel lines.
Parallel lines, alternate interior angles. Okay, what's it, how long is it, how big is it from
That's
here to
180,
here?
so you have to add
180 plus 80
equals 260.
is 260.
I guess let's see for smart.
So it's 260 degrees.
This just takes a lot of thought.
This is my
Yeah,
favorite
but it
kind of
gets
math.
easier. Kinda, I shouldn't say that, I jinxed it too.
Like
Where is
logic
it?
math
Here's
is
another way to look at it. Like if I kept drawing that line through should be, this would be my 80. This is corresponding angles, and
The answer is
yeah,
260,
that
right?
doesn't really help. 260. is the answer.
Oh, 7 has
I
triangles.
was trying to
in it.
think if I could do it.
I
easier.
hated that chapter
7
in
has
geometry,
triangles in it, Josh.
where she
Look at
gave us
7.
all these
The
crazy
parallel
shapes.
lines.
I had to
She
draw
just
it.
asked us, no, not parallel, she just gave us like,
Oh, this is a triangle? Prove it. Oh,
Okay, let's go to 7. An airplane flies on a course of 110 degrees
Can I try to-
at a speed of 1200 miles. So let's draw a 110 degree course. What would that look like?
110. So if 180 is all the way down, it's kind of like
Well, think of it as 90 is due east, right? So
Yeah.
where would 110 be?
a little bit below.
South.
A little bit south of that. So I'm going big time.
What's that? Oh,
oh
airplane.
wow.
I thought that was a number.
Whoa.
I actually can tell what it is.
What is it?
It's a flying hot dog.
It's
All right.
a number.
Is that Africa?
At a speed of 1200 kilometers per hour, how far east of its starting point is it after 2 hours?
So, you have
So
to
if you're going 1200 kilometers an hour, how far will you get in 2 hours?
240, 2400.
2400. Okay, that's not quite the answer though.
Yeah, because it's a triangle.
The question is how far east of the starting point is he? How far east did he move? Not how far did he move altogether. So boom, boom, like that.
One.
You guys see what I just did there?
Yep.
All right. So he gave us a, what was it, 110, was it 110 degree heading? So that means like right here from the due north, it's 110 degrees. So what would this angle right here have to be?
80?
70.
Oh, 70. Sorry, I don't know why I said 80.
Wow, you lagging.
Okay.
Wait, do you even know what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Since this is a right triangle, we don't really need lop signs. Actually, you could use the lop signs here,
Wait.
right? But since it's a right triangle, what else could we? We're
You
looking.
can just subtract.
Okay, we're looking for how far east the
You
plane
can
moves.
just do 180 to get the final angle.
No, we're not looking for an
Oh,
angle.
I was using log signs, which is what we didn't do. So the
So let's say relative to this angle, what side are we looking
Opposite,
for?
so sine of 70 is x over 2, 24.
Yeah. Opposite and hypotenuse are the two sides. So sine of 70 degrees equals opposite, whoops, opposite over hypotenuse.
Did you guys get 220?
No.
Oh,
I got 2,255.
Yeah.
you guys get
Yeah, it should be a little less than 2400, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. I got the same as Shannon.
2255 is what they put.
What are we ranking?
Yeah, I assumed tenths.
The book put 2255. It didn't tell us where to round it, so you just kind of make it up.
23.
What do you get?
And this is how, like,
Kilometers.
how far? So it's kilometers?
That's how far, yeah, east it traveled.
Kilometers an hour?
No.
How far it traveled.
Okay, man.
So just kilometers.
East. It traveled 2,400 kilometers in total.
I think I'm gonna need help on these equals.
Possibly.
I am enjoying this.
Possibly.
think I'm
Already
gonna-
do.
Oh.
What do you mean you haven't read 6 yet?
I actually have.
I finished
I
it.
really think that it would be of your best interest.
Don't listen to her. She's trying to trick you, Mr.
I want you guys to try it on your own first. Number 9, point B is 10 kilometers north of point A. Can we
I
draw
do.
that?
I do
I
have
think
a
we can draw
question.
that, right?
Point B is 10 kilometers north.
Point B is 10 kilometers north of point A.
Which one are we looking at?
9.
That's a good point.
Oh.
I have a
Did
question.
you just make a Will joke? Shame. Shame.
What did
on
you
I
say?
think Trey makes that joke all the time, so
What was your joke?
I said that's a good point.
Yeah.
Me neither. Is there something
It's
about
about-
point
it's-
there?
It's
It's
gonna be done.
It's too sophisticated for you guys.
It's like, isn't it just like line and then ray? And
I kind of said it hoping nobody would
Right.
it.
No, like if you're saying something, you're making a point.
I said point B
Look how long
is
I
above
heard.
point A, and I was drawing a point. You said that's a good point.
I love how deeply we're explaining this joke.
I know.
Yeah, go into the philosophy of this.
Obviously, mini scholar.
What did the author actually mean?
It
Many
gets-
scholars debate.
The
What is
more
the
you
plus
explain the joke, the funnier it
I
gets.
want
I
to
think
see.
so.
I want to hear the authorial intent.
Oh my gosh.
Intent. Yeah.
Big words. Okay. And then it says point C is 10 kilometers from B on a bearing of 60 degrees.
So that means B to
Where
C.
is 60 degrees from B at?
To the northeast.
Yeah, northeast-ish.
Why northeast?
Okay, because 0 degrees is due north,
okay.
and 90 degrees would be like east. So I'm gonna draw my north-south line in here just to help us a little bit. Oh, we'll come back to that. How long was it again?
10 kilometers.
10 again. Find the bearing and distance from C
We have side angle
to
side.
A.
Yeah.
You
We
can
can
put
do
60
Well,
degrees on
side
there.
angle side
That's
is,
for area.
it's area and it's log
This
cosines.
is also an isosceles.
Okay, this is 60 right here. Do you guys know where I got that from? Because it's 60 degrees
Because
from
the
my
bill
north.
says 60 foot.
So
That's 120.
that would have to be 120.
Do we have to use log cosine?
We use log.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use log cosines because we got side angle side, that's log cosines.
That's log cosine, right?
The top one and the bottom one are both log cosines, but we're looking for the side, so we need the top one. And we also need the bearing. I'll come back to that. So this is kind of tricky because we're looking for side B.
And square.
That might screw us up.
You get 100. Oh, wait,
I need to
it's
plug
10
it in.
because what? The space. Don't you square it after this?
Yeah, B squared equals that, so the last
I
thing
got
we need to do is square root, or just put it all in the square root area. No, that's not possible.
That's
This-
what I said.
This should be a lot bigger than 10.
I got 10 square root of 3,
Okay, that might be right.
which is 17 point.
Oh, I did plus 2 times. That's it.
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Jackson's right. It's 10 square root.
I got 3.
Which is like 17.
Basically,
I got square root of 300.
Like somewhat logical.
Yeah, so did I.
You know what I mean?
10 to 2.
10 squared root of 3 is right. It should be, they put 17.3, I think it, wasn't that what it says? 17.3?
Yeah.
Alright, but how do I find the bearing?
You can do log sine.
Sign.
No, not really. I mean,
Why not?
that might help us a little. There's actually an easier way to do. So the bearing from C to A would be like all of this.
Oh, so you can do the.
Oh,
So if that's
hold on, I went
120.
too far. My bad.
120
Wait,
minus
but didn't
360.
it say that B
Yeah.
was on a bearing of 60 degrees?
From B to C, that's a 60-degree
Well,
bearing.
but
From C to A.
Opposite interior
I don't think that's gonna help us.
equals.
Make some right track.
Wait a minute, you can use the 120 there, can't you?
Yeah, there's a couple
yeah,
things.
because
360
it
Okay.
goes
minus
120's on that
20
side,
minus-
and then you could do the minus, so it'd be 60, right?
Let's see. This angle, there's a lot of ways to do this, so I'm always like debating. Like we could do 360 minus these two, that would give it to us, right? Or probably the easiest way is this is an alternate interior angle with this. Did you guys say that?
Yeah.
I said that.
Did you? Good job, Brittany.
I said that.
Always claim. Alright, and then we can do 180 plus this angle, which is this angle. Okay, we could use law of sines to find that angle, but there is an easier way. We need to be super,
It's an isosceles.
this is it, yeah, isosceles triangle tricks.
So it's 30.
Yeah, if these two sides are the same, these two angles are the same.
That's what I pointed out.
so we
when
do-
it does, I
So we have to
180.
divide 180 minus 120 divided by 2.
Yes. 180 minus 20 is 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30. So that makes this angle 30. So you see why Mackenzie was mad at me.
Yeah.
No, I still do not.
Brady's feeling it. So the angle's not 30 though. What is the angle? 30. Yeah, 180 plus 30 would be the bearing. From here to here is 30, but altogether we got 180 plus 30 is 210. 210 degrees is the bearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay,
That's
I
a little
can't do
bit.
this by myself.
Alright, now for the evens.
Alright.
That was fun.
If you like geometry, I guess it would be fun.
I do love geometry.
I hate geometry with
Shut up,
it.
Wait, you need to try it 6 first, and then I'll help you after that.
I concur.
Or I'll check it if you get an answer. I'll do that.
I
too.
like having numbers in the math and not shapes.
These are numbers. This is practical numbers.
This is shapes.
Practical numbers.
It's shapes with numbers in it.
I
Use
don't like
this stuff
shape.
if you're an engineer.
You use this stuff if you're lost in the
possible.
woods.
If I'm lost
Do
in
you
the
plan
woods, I'm
on-
gonna click my finger and stick it in the air and just.
If I'm lost in the word,
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
word.
Okay, so,
If
okay,
I'm lost
so
in the
you
woods,
found
I'm
north.
just
Does it
gonna
figure
die.
out where to
Yeah,
go?
that's what I'm saying. I'm just die. I'm just die.
He's just gonna lay down.
I'm just gonna sleep. You're just gonna.
If I get lost in the woods, just lay down, take a nap, wait for a bear to just come eat me.
Yeah.
He's gonna charge a bear.
I don't
Then
know.
you have a nice
I
home
don't
in
even
the
know how
stomach.
I'm writing this.
Brady's gonna be like, come on, bear, let's do this.
I would love to watch that happen.
No, you wouldn't. That would not be pretty.
No, it wouldn't. I saw this thing, and apparently this guy found a journal when he was like cleaning out an old like hunting cabin, and this guy had killed himself by
Just
injecting
stop.
a bunch of poison